First time in 644 days, the Texans win a game at NRG. First time in 644 days, the Texans win consecutive games. Second time in a week, we react to winning highlights in the locker room highlight reaction. Let's get it.
Yeah. It's the locker room on YouTube. You know what it is. Let's get it. Hey, locker room. Yeah, we in the locker room. Texas talk. Yeah, you know what we about to do. Localize every angle's what we really do. We the source. We the pulse of the city too.
Welcome to the locker room, number one source for Texans daily digital content. It is the highlight reaction. Second time we're reacting to winning highlights in a long time. Can't say that that's something that I've been used to as of late. Please subscribe, like, ride along. It is the number one source for Texans daily digital content. You can hear me Monday through Friday, 10 to 2 Central on Sports Radio 610. Another exclusive interview straight off the practice field coming your way Thursday. Last week, Bobby Slowick joined the show. Week before, it was Robert Woods. You never know who it's going to be. So ride along. Before we get into the highlights, just a little disclaimer. This is not a film study. I've been in film sessions. It takes a hell of a lot more effort than a lot of these guys pretend that it takes. There's a lot of guys that are online, Twitter, etc. They're acting like they're studying tape. They're just going through the good highlights, etc. That's not really my thing. I don't pretend to be something I'm not. So this is not some sort of film study. We are watching the highlights just like we would at a bar. Tomorrow on the channel, there's going to be a moment in this game that I'm not going to touch on here, but I think it's a moment that could give you a real optimistic, big picture point of view for the Houston Texans. And there's also a question without an answer that might be better than if there were an answer. Without further ado, for the second straight week, it is victory highlight time in the locker room. We start with the Texans on their first drive, 14:50 in the first quarter. What does Bobby Slowick got drawn up? Little pitch play to Dameon Pierce for about 13 yards. I thought this was interesting. The Texans have kind of struggled to run the ball. Now, when you're top 5 in passing, and it kind of cancels out when you're 26th running the ball. However, Pittsburgh very bad against the run, and the Texans right off the top, the pitch play to Dameon Pierce, they had to have seen something there. That's going to be kind of a theme. They get started and they get the drive started in a very positive way. Stroud using those legs. That was supposed to be a weakness of his in the draft process. It's kind of been a strength. I mean, he's been behind a depleted offensive line. He's been able to buy time. Screen game. I mean, look at how many guys are ahead of Dameon Pierce. And this is one of those plays where I'm not the guy that likes to say, man, the running back could have gone that way. Those are kind of the worst guys to watch highlights with. But full disclosure, like the press box is up here at this angle. The corner right here on the bottom, you're going to see him. I think his number is 29. He wanted no part of tackling Dameon Pierce. And it looks like he could have gone to the pylon, but we know Dameon Pierce, maybe he was a little bit gassed, and we know he likes contact. So he ran into the contact. Look at 29. He didn't want nothing. First down. CJ legs again. Look at this. Boom. Should have been a touchdown. They used the wrong view. That should have been a rushing touchdown for CJ Stroud. Had to score 3 times on this drive to get 6. They showed the back view. They weren't really showing the side view. And then, of course, you had the penalty by Shaq Mason at the 1. So had to back that ass up, juvenile style. Shotgun again. Nico Collins, just perfect touch pass right there. Nico spins it. Plenty more where that came from. Almost looked like he was going to go the throat slash, but he avoided it. Hopefully he avoided a fine there. 7-0. Steelers with the rock. Pickett, garbage. Looking to extend. He's going to pay for this, though. Boom. Jimmy Ward stands him up. I think he kind of talks some smack to Jimmy here, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. Come on, man. You ain't going to back that up. Jerry Hughes. Texans have done a good job. The defensive ends last year, the starting ends were Jerry Hughes and Jonathan Grenard. I think now that they've added Will Anderson and Dylan Horton actually was pretty good, the DN rotation has been solid. It's been one of the strengths. And I mean, you're adding a guy like Will Anderson, who, by the way, top 5 in win rate among DNs and top 5 in being double team. Storm Report with those stats. Shout out to Storm Report. But just dialing it up perfectly. And those bodies are coming in very, very nicely. He also had D'Amico praise Sheldon Rankins, defensive tackle, went above and beyond to praise him. But the DN rotation's been solid. 2nd and 18. This is Steven Nelson right here. Interception, gets up. This was big right here because not only is the INT big, but you get up, you go 30 yards down the field, you get close to field goal range. Steven Nelson right there with that. And it's big because this is going to result in a field goal. Field goal made possible by Steven Nelson's return. Another toss right there. How many guys are out there on these tosses and screens? Bobby Slowick in his bag. CJ going back. That one looked like it could have been picked. Luckily, Robert Woods sat down on the route and was looking at him there. That could have gone the other way. That could have changed the game significantly. Then you have the good attempt there. Back shoulder, just a little bit lower. Maybe you would have had more of a chance. And then you got Fairbairn. Bunny. Boom. 10-0. More Steelers offense. Just all over it. Just run stuff. You got Toho, everybody kind of swarming to the ball. Tell me if you've heard that 100 times with the Texans. Pickett, pretty nice job of getting that off. Defense pretty close, but they're swarming again. 3rd down. Got a punt. Going the other way. CJ to Schultz. His biggest play as a Texan right across the middle. Got to think that opens up as the tackles come back. And then Pierce, more hard running. Just not a very good Steelers defense, at least when it comes to stopping the run. Across the middle behind Woods. Got to get 3 more from Fairbairn. 13-0. 2-possession game. Now they got to score a couple of TDs. Pickett again. 3rd and 8. Jimmy wanted that INT. Yeah, look at him. He wanted that one. Shaq with the flex. Got Dell in motion. Just the boom, just right to Nico right there. A little low, goes down and gets it. They got that chemistry working. Another screen. Look at all the guys out there. Singletary. It's nice to have 2 running backs, isn't it? No more Rex Burkhead. I'd say that's pretty nice. QB sneak. I'm glad to have that in the playbook. Now this one's short, and you go for it here on 4th. Play action, trying to find Beck in space. Short. CJ said he owes Beck one. He said that after the game. Said he owes Beck one on that short. Swing pass again, 3rd and 8. Near midfield. They decided that they were going to punt, and then you get a little Mechie action. Mechie, he might be more of a part of the offense moving forward too. 2nd, 3rd and 5, out of bounds. Nico wanted the flag. D'Amico wanted the flag. Didn't get the flag. You punt, but good news is the Steelers are the Steelers. Their offense is a little bit rough. Pickett rolls out, tackle, kill the timeout. And now here you are. This is crazy. So you have no timeouts. You got 41 seconds left. If they would have taken it to the house, I would have had no issue with it. 13 points, pretty big lead against the Steelers with how they were playing offense. But Bobby Slowick, for the 2nd week, he decided, hey, I'm going to get in the bag in this second half. We're going to steal some points. We're going to steal a field goal, and I'll be damned. CJ Stroud going back. Nico, the yak right there. That's 25, 30 yards of yak right there. And look at Nico, right up. Look how organized this is. Boom. Look at this. This is an organized offense. Not just getting it done, but this is like, it's one thing to execute the play, but look at this. right there. 32 seconds left. Nico Collins, he just ran 30 yards downfield on a completion. And look at this, 32 seconds left. No timeouts. Spiked. 21 seconds. 11 seconds, you execute, you spike. Here we go again. It's impressive to execute the play, but watch the execution here. You want to get in field goal range. This is where you start to judge a coaching staff and the practice habits they're putting in and stuff like that. 21 seconds. Boom. Sideways pass. You're just trying to set up the field goal. Goes down right there. There we go. 16 seconds, okay? Everybody's yelling spike. Everyone's lining up. No timeouts. 10. Look at that. They're up there at 10. Watch CJ here. This is where you know that CJ's feeling it right now because he could easily just spike it. But if you spike it with 7 seconds left, 6 seconds left, you might make the field goal, but then you'll have to kick off. Watch CJ look up at the clock and make sure he leaves such little time that they don't even have to kick off and they can just take it to the house. Look at this. He's in control right there. 7, 6, 5, 4. Perfect execution right there. 16-0 at half. Did anyone think the Steelers had a chance there? You watched JJ. You enjoyed JJ. Although Steelers came out, offense looked a lot better. Najee Harris breaking tackles, looking like he's back at Bama. Shotgun. Little sideline pass. You know they're going to challenge Shaq. They're not throwing at Nelson. Warren this time. 15. Run defense kind of a problem. But this is bend don't break territory. You don't want to allow a field goal. D'Amico dials up again. He dials up the run blitz, just like he did before the interception island, the run blitz. The run blitzes are nice. D'Amico's dialing them up well. They're executing 16-3. Okay. Still need 2 touchdowns. Offense kind of a little bit stagnant. Looked like that damn near could have been an interception as well. No harm, no foul. Smart play here by CJ. Throw it away. Pittsburgh, though, feeling momentum a little bit. 4th and 6. A lot of fans in attendance. They kind of felt like they were feeling it a little bit. Pickett goes back. Little rollout, looking up. Najee should have been down there, by the way. I thought he kind of tripped. I guess they said he didn't have the rock. Goes inside. Again, you're just thinking, hold him to 3. Bend, don't break. 1st and goal. Toe right there with Pickens. You can see Pickens. He's about to tell Pickett, hey, get it up. Toe says, get it the F out of there. 3rd and goal. Big play here. Little pressure. 2 guys on them. No Moss. Steven Nelson. There's that man again. 16-6. 10-point game. You're just looking at the clock. 17:47. Come on, hurry up. This was impressive right here. So this is Bobby Slowick. This is film study. This is where you talk about a guy who worked at PFF. And this is just film study by Bobby Slowick right here. This is where he's in his bag. I mean, there's been a couple times where he's been in his bag, but just look at this. Sometimes, like, offensive guys make stuff that should be simple. They make it too difficult. I mean, I'm sure they looked at this Pittsburgh defense on tape and they said, okay, so they're just going to leave the DB all the way back here. That's 10 yards. And a lot of times a simp like us will say, hey, he's giving him a 10-yard cushion, and they'll never look his way. Watch this. You know this guy's rushing right here. He's not going to guard him. Watch how simple C.J. Stroud makes this. And watch how simple Bobby Slowick made it for him. This is film study right here. Look at this. 2 steps back. Let the DN get wide. Wide open lane right here for Tank Dell. That's Bobby Slowick going in his bag right there. And that's C.J. Stroud executing it. Perfect execution, making it simple. And C.J. Stroud waits just long enough to where that end is out of the way. Tank Dell, 16, 17 yards. Points. Let him know. 3rd and 9. CJ gets kind of touched. Got a punt. By the way, this punter's finally gone. Cam Johnson. We're going to start getting some punts down in the 10 again. Thank God. Another run. They're thrashing them, right? You would think if they get a 4th and 1 here, they might try to run the pill. Najee Harris finding his groove. 1st and 10. Another handoff. Perfect run blitz right there by Petrie. Perfect run blitz. Miko. We get the 3rd and 18. Pickens, short. All because of that perfect run blitz. So they're going to come out 4th down. Like, what have you watched? I mean, we're not offensive coordinators. We're not play callers. But what have you watched from what the Steelers have done so far? They've gotten 6 points. They've scored on their first 2 drives of this half. Now, I would say I would run the rock. Now, I do wonder if in the back of their mind they were thinking, damn, did you see Jalen Petrie blow that bleep up on 1st down? The Miko might be in his bag. So maybe that play where they lost 8 yards was kind of in the back of their mind, but I really don't care. I'm still giving it to 22 right here. Damn sure not empty. But we know where this goes. Boom. Jonathan Grenard, 2 sacks. Kenny Pickett hurt. I was actually hoping he was all right. A, because I don't want players to get hurt. B, because I think he stinks. Now it's time to go for the kill. CJ using them legs again. Looking up, though. Always looking to throw. Nico on the sidelines. Point a little bit. A little half point. Stay focused. Haven't scored this quarter. 3rd and 12 action. Just toss it up. Low risk, high reward. Toss it up to him. Showing that he's smart, willing to throw it away. Just throw it up to that big man right there. 2nd and 4. Little Singletary. This is Bobby Slowick setting it up, too. They're running Singletary because they know he's about to toss the rock. Singletary's excited. You think he's excited because if you're watching the game live, you're like, oh, he's excited because he's running the rock. No, he's excited because he's about to get to go LaDainian Tomlinson on these fools and throw the rock. Arian Foster does CJ Fedorowicz type stuff. Boom. Perfect sales pitch. Dalton Schultz. 1st touchdown as a Texan. Hold on to it. Don't drop it like last week. He gets up. Quitoriano. Happy for him. 16-6. 16-6 turns into 23-6. Now it's 4th down. Now this is where Bobby Slowick just gets mean. This is just mean. Move the chains. Okay. We gonna run, punt. Run, punt. Nah, 3rd and 6. Let's go for the dagger. Let's send those Steelers fans home. Dagger time, baby. There's Nico. Can't tackle me. Touchdown. Time to dance, scream, yell. Do whatever you got to do. That's ball game right there, 30-6. D'Amico Ryans, trying not to smile. Mike Tomlin, mad respect for you, man. You're going to be a hell of a coach. Tomlin to CJ, man, keep doing what you're doing, man. You're going to be a hell of a player. Everybody wants to talk to D'Amico. Players trying to jersey swap with CJ. Going all over the place. TJ Watt, yeah, go hang out with your brother. Say goodbye. Take it back to Pittsburgh. Highlight reaction. Haven't had a lot of dubs, so got to take them how we can get them. Appreciate everyone for coming through. Subscribe, like, right along. Be on the lookout for the video about a moment and a question without an answer. Thursday, special guest straight off the practice field. We've had Slowick. We've had Robert Woods. We've had Jonathan Grenard the last few weeks. We've had some really, really good guests. If you missed those, you can go back and check that out. This is the place to come, though, to get the pulse of what's going on with the Texans. Subscribe, like, right along. Appreciate you for coming through. And always remember, when it comes to this Texans stuff and this content game, we're all in it together. Appreciate you for rolling through.
Texas talk, yeah, you know what we about to do. Localize every angle's what we really do. We the source, we the pulse of the city.